Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So, my name is indeed Mario. I'm from Belgium. And I'm the founder of Linkedcar. I'm going to talk about that. So, I have an IT background. I hold an MBA. And people also call me a kind of serial entrepreneur because I started already some Web2 companies and then I sold them. I'm also the founder of Polkadot, where we help founders to refine their pitch and get them in front of investors. That's basically what we do. We had a nice event yesterday about that. Now, this will be, funny enough, an interactive session. That means that you think here that you will be sitting here and listening. That is totally wrong. So this will be interactive, so I will ask you a couple of times to raise your hand if you agree or not. So let's give it a try for the very first time. So who thinks I'm going to talk about cars? If you think I'm going to talk about cars, you can raise your hand. Okay, good. First, I'm going to talk about something else. So that's the interactive part. So I need you to be with me for this one. Use your imagination. I'm going to build, let's say, this one, a sleek, really modern camera, but there is seamless integration with AI, and it's all connected in the cloud. And let's say that this camera not only captures high-resolution images, but it also uses AI for advanced features like, real-time object recognition, whatever. Now, because it's connected, that's a good thing, it can instantly store and process any data, and it's 50 times better and faster than your smartphone. So the question is, that's the interactive part again, who would buy this kind of camera? 50 times better, it's really cheap, who would buy this camera? Okay, good. We're almost there. Now imagine when you buy this camera, there is a kind of contract. A very long contract, which you normally don't read. Nobody reads it. And it says that all data belongs to the company selling the camera. You grant them actually unrestricted rights to use all of your pictures, including selling them for profit for as long as you live. So all the pictures, they go to the clouds. And if I sell you the camera, I can do whatever I want with the pictures. So, again, who would buy this kind of camera? No one. That's strange. Why do we agree then that we do it for connected cars? Because basically, 96% of all cars are connected. Connected, the same thing, like I said for the camera, means the device is connected, all the data goes to the cloud, you don't own that data. This is actually a computer on wheels. It collects lots of data, but the car manufacturer collects the data. Now we all understand that, they keep track of how we drive, arrow codes of the car, your preferred radio station, whatever, but they also collect all your personal phone calls. They collect where you stopped and even your sexual activity, if you have any. You don't need to raise your hands now. So what I think is, I hope that car companies, guard my personal information or your personal information as securely as Fort Knox. Otherwise, we could have a problem. And there is already a problem. Mozilla, which is a famous research organization, they invested the most common car manufacturers. Anyone, Volvo, BMW, you name it. And the result was, modern cars are just a privacy nightmare. And we all thought, we're in the IT, we all thought that Facebook and Google was a problem. But now it seems that connected cars are actually a real privacy problem. Now, I was not the only one concerned about, let's say, monitoring sexual activities by car companies. This tweet, seems a famous guy, got almost 700,000 views. And that is just normal. Why is that normal? We, as consumers, we expect something. 92% of all of us, we think we control who can see our vehicle data. The reality is that 76% of all car companies, they sell your personal data. Not just data, your personal data. And that is huge. So how much money do they make? According to McKinsey, selling vehicle data will generate 750 billion. 750 billion for your personal data. So it's the same as with the camera. I don't know if you feel it also. It's you know, I get a strange feeling about this. It's completely unfair if you look at this. You know, we paid for the hardware, full price, the car, and yet the moment we start to drive, the data is being sold. It's being commercialized. So the thing is, shouldn't we democratize vehicle data and distribute that 750 billion, thank you, among us, the drivers, because we are actually the data creators. So my personal mission is we're all gonna own it. We're gonna own the data. Now, when I spoke first about this concept, people thought that I was loco in the brain. Because people asked me, how do you convince car manufacturers actually to share that data, to share that 750 billion? That will never work. Well, they are forced to. They are forced to thanks to the EU Data Act, which has been signed in November last year. And the Data Act literally says the driver is the owner of the data. So the opportunity to democratize vehicle data is actually now. Now, we've built this on Peak and Polkadot. And how it works is everything starts with the driver. We have 3 simple steps in the entire process. First, you know, they download our app. It's based on the, based on the unique VIN number that we get. We get all vehicle data, all available data, and we deliver it directly back to the user. It's all in compliance with existing legislation. The second step is those mobility partners here on the right, they are now interested in the data, all the data that you have. So they go to a kind of, we call it marketplace, and they ask you, hey, Mr. Driver, can you share your data? If you share me your mileage, for instance, I'm going to give you 5 tokens in return. So you get paid now for sharing your own data. And then those tokens, so you get tokens, and those tokens, you can use them again in the entire mobility ecosystem. So you can go the next time when you want to renew your insurance contract, you can use all the tokens that you've got over here and pay for a portion for the insurance contract or replacement of tires, whatever. Now, the main goal, what we want to achieve with this is, remember there is the EU Data Act, there is that law. Our goal is that car manufacturers would recommend our neutral solution to their customers whenever data ownership is involved. So that means that car manufacturers remain compliant and they don't have any extra cost. That's a little bit what we want to achieve. Now, competition. I said it yesterday here on the stage. If you say there is no competition, that's a red flag. We have competition, but in today's world, there's actually no one that comply with the EU Data Act, right? Now, on this screen, an interesting one is the one on the left. It's Dymo. They raised, and that's also interesting, 2 years ago, $9 million in a seed round. They are also using tokens. They're also using blockchain. So it's a kind of proof that that works. They are using Ethereum. We will be of course, using Polkadot and the partners, but it seems to work there. We have a different approach, but it works. Now, what we're doing today is with Linkedcar, we are raising 5 million. And what is interesting to know is that on the right side, you see it, Europe is already part of our shareholder. So they believe in what we do, and they also truly believe in the fact that, hey, we need to give data back to the owner of the data, and that is us, the drivers. So We have also already signed also letter of intents with big different global brands. You see it also on the screen. And I think today we are the only one focusing on the EU Data Act, and that makes a really, really big difference. We have proven that we can execute as well. Now, that 5 million is needed to just be the first on the market and hire an amazing team, because we truly believe that Linkedcar can be the leader here in Europe. Now, to summarize, and then I see the time, then I still need to talk a lot, but that's fine. Now, if you listen to this and you think, I still trust my car manufacturer, oh, I don't know what the problem is, that's fine. But if you like me and you think, this is a little bit funny what they do with the data, I'm driving, I'm not getting anything, and they're getting paid for doing nothing just to collect my data, then you need to follow us. If you're concerned about your privacy, whatever, and you just think this is totally unfair, I want to own my vehicle data, then Linkedcar is actually the solution. So we have support from Europe, they're on our cap table, and we just need that extra financial help to turn this vision into reality. Because what I truly am convinced of, that we can be the next unicorn just by democratizing vehicle data. That's it. Thank you. You want to ask a question? Oh, wait. I'm going to give you, Lucy will give you the mic.
How can we have information on this? And is this a deep-in project?
Yeah, I did not use the deep-in word yet. That's my mistake, probably. But yes, this is actually a deep-in project, right? Because Peak is only focusing on, where we are building on, is only focusing on deep-in. Yeah.
With the seed round.
How do you get involved? Simple. You just pay me 5 million and you're in. But you're looking for the app, etc. I think the app will be released in September. We have now a proof of concept working, just to fine tune also, because we saw also some flaws there in the process. But you need to wait until September. Or get me the 5 million. Any other questions? Yes.
Great idea, great pitch, but how does your app prevent car manufacturers selling you data anyway? I didn't really get the relationship.
Yes. They are not allowed to anymore. So if you don't give your consent, that's the magic word nowadays in Europe, consent. If you don't give your consent, you're not allowed to. So yeah, that's the legal answer. How it really works, I don't know, but that's the legal answer. Yeah, they're not allowed to.
Hello, I was wondering
Hello.
about the connection between collecting the data and the car. Is it just a cell phone that you need, or do you need a black box that connects to the car?
That's a very good question. So in the very beginning when we started, we approached also car manufacturers and we asked also, hey, please give us data. They said, obviously, no. Or you need to pay us because we want to have that 750 billion. So we thought to be smart, and we did indeed a test with, it's called an OBD device, an onboard diagnostics, that is being used in the port of the car. So you have your steering wheel, and most of the time it's just below the steering wheel. That's also used by your car dealer. When you have a problem with the car, they take out a computer and they stick something in that's the same thing. That is horrible to use. So I'm glad that we don't use that anymore. So now we just go to the car manufacturer, we use the APIs that they already have and get the data from there. So there is no external device needed anymore because that's just not scalable, what we want to achieve. So no. On the other hand, we are talking with a, can I say that? Yeah, I can say this. We are talking with a big chips manufacturer because they want to build something inside a car, like a small blockchain thing, And that is quite interesting. But that's not for now or next year. That is far future. You have a follow-up question.
So that means your service is not suitable for old timers?
Well, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is today we work directly with the APIs of the car manufacturer. We also have in Sweden, I believe, we have an agreement with an OBD, device company that delivers OBD devices, and the data that they collect will also be on our platform. So yes, it is possible for an old timer to be on our platform as well, and to share the data.
Okay, so my question is if there's a limitation on the year of the car that when it
No,
was built.
there is no. If we work with the OBD device, there is no. But we will never do the own OBD devices anymore.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
good. So regarding the question, I think you have an old timer then, a young timer. That's also fine. Any other questions from the audience? Oh, wait. Lucy is there running.
I mean, like you say, we're not in September, but do you have like any social networks we can follow information?
Absolutely. Reach out to me via LinkedIn. That's the Web 2 thing, I know, but that works for me perfectly. Type in my name, which is now not here anymore, but wait. Let's go back. I think it's on the first slide. Yes. So it's my name. Follow me, send me a message on LinkedIn, whatever. And yeah, happy to reach out again. But say that you were here in the audience, huh? Just not connect. Okay, any other question? Nothing? Okay. I hoped you liked the interactive session. It was the first one that I tried it. And okay, I'm here the entire day. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mario. We're just going to do a quick switch around with the screens, and I'm going to introduce the next speaker.